An audience, we're here again with our next show and our next live show with some wonderful guests. All right. The talk is in the shop, straight talk with Gevon, and we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about how to become a better mother in a home. And how a mother can embrace the kids and family to become as better. Alright? So I will allow my guests to take the stand to introduce yourself, and then we're gonna move forward to the questions.
Okay, my name is Monica, born in Linden, Wisma, and I'm here, just to give my thoughts, just to let people know that look, this is how I feel. I don't want to come across as though I'm telling mothers what to do, but just giving them a little advice from my experience, how I think that could make the mothers better or portray a better person for the children.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Carol. I wasn't born in Linden, but I spent all of my life in Linden. And I am also here to add, maybe subtract, maybe divide the role a mother should take in bringing their children up in the right way. And mostly like sharing my experiences with how I went about doing what I did. And I hope that, a few of whatever I might say might touch somebody, and they would say, well, look, I would like to go along with that idea to help mold my kids.
Yes, so we're gonna be moving on to the questions. At this time, I will be asking, what's the criteria of a mom in a home?
The mom have so many roles to play in the home. Because if it's a single parent, or even if there's a dad in the home, that mom takes the forefront of what to be done in the home. Now, I grew up with 8 siblings, and we had a way where each of us know that we have this specific duty to perform. Mom never had to tell us what to do. We knew exactly what we had to do. But time changes, role changes, parents change, and now some mothers are finding it very, very hard to control what is happening in their own homes. And before we're through, I hope that some of us, because I'm a mother too, some of us would get a little insight to make things easier for us as mothers.
I'm a mother of 4 kids, a grandmother, a great-grandmother. And the role of a mother, to me, it's not an easy task. You have so much that you have to endure. There is so much, sometimes the children you would talk to them and sometimes they wouldn't listen. You have to now devise a method or a strategy, how to deal with them to get them to understand what you want them to do and to get them to realize, well, look, mommy ain't wrong. Mommy want we do this thing this way, and I think we should follow mommy.
Yeah.
The role of a mother is very extensive, because sometimes he's even got to mother the husband and all. Because if the husband ain't feeling good, the husband looking to mommy, the husband seeing the wife as a mother. And a mother is a mother until she dies. Your kids are your kids until you die or they die. Because even if they move off, some of them, they will take with them what you teach them. Some of them, they will go on their own, have their own lives and all of that. But at the end of the day, they just come back home. I have a thing I just say to persons. As a mother, Your job is never over.
Never over.
You
Why would
work
that be
and
flawless?
work and work. You're tired and you can't say, look, I'm tired and I ain't able to do it. Your job as a mother, and you have to fulfill it. Do whatever is needed of you to be done as a mother. And I hope after this conversation we will be having here today, what we may say or it would make some kind of impact on mothers, because there's a young generation out there that sometimes they say motherhood ain't come with a handbook, so you have to learn as you go along the way. And it's sometimes good to take advice. Somebody might come and say, girl, you're bathing the baby the wrong way. This is not the way for baby, bathe the baby this way. And it would be good if when you're given that kind of advice, you may not have to do everything I tell you to do, but at least you could take a couple of things from what is being said to you. That's my take.
So, not to cut, but we got a next guest will be coming in. So, we want male plus females to give a pitch on the way forward, husband, spouse. When I reach out to, my lovely friend here and ask her to come on this show, I was overwhelmed when she gave me the answer that yes, she would come, because you know why? The old school give you a more better, level of understanding what a mother should be like, because of the criteria that was there that they was at to follow, and and the kind of a grassroots where it comes from, in parenting. So I was very overwhelmed when she said yes, she's coming. So I gotta say, a round of applause from me and my heart to her to be here today. I'm being very honest from my heart. So I would give a quick pitch on my, thought, what I, think that a mother should be, because I'm not a mother. So I'm just giving a quick pitch because I grew up with my grandmother, plus my mom, plus aunts. Right? To me, a criteria of a mother is to be a covenant, a director, somebody who could, initiate, the right essence of the home. That was like the last seasoning to the sauce when it comes to fixing that problem, because sometimes the kids go out of line and the mother know where to touch that child, because she knows the weakness of the father, she knows the weakness of the kids, and every single thing in the house. So with the essence of that little seasoning, factor in, I feel that this is one of the, areas I think a mother thing, right? So this is what I want to say now. Based on mothers, right? At this specific time in our, society, we find mothers who lack in areas and not putting in the right concept to the kids and the right emphasis, whereby the kids take up their own stance and run with it, thinking that this is the right thing they're doing. Like to see a child going out late, or your senior daughter coming in a certain time, and you pay a less emphasis to see where you went and who you were with and these kind of stuff, and the lacking of the the vision of these areas that the mother's supposed to be impactful in. These kids realize that the mother is not, so they take advantage and just run with their own idea. Who you think could be a better emphasis on mothers who are allowing their kids to run their own show and doing what they have to do and they end up in the wrong path?
The first the first thing I would touch on is respect.
Yes, that's a good one.
Respect is earned, not given.
Given. That's a
Not
good
because the mother is an adult. She expects to gain, alas, she expects to gain respect
Yeah.
from that child. But the mother must also give respect to that child, not because she's a child.
Yes.
And that is where we find it's a conflict. Oh, the mother doing what she wants to do,
Yeah.
the child watching her and doing exactly what she's doing.
Yeah. It will have kind of a communication level.
Okay,
You know.
exactly. Now, if that mother respects herself, the child would respect her.
Definitely.
Yes.
The child would. I see mommy doing this and I can do the same thing. No. No, it don't work like that.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
It don't work like that. And a lot of mothers tend to be like, friends, especially with the girl child.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they can't be friends, but friends to a certain level where she can come and say, Mommy, you know what? So. And you now as a mother would give her advice.
Yeah.
But some mothers are allowing the kids or the girl children to go past friendship stage. Because if they're doing something wrong, they're still coming to tell the mother. And she knows that it's wrong, but she won't correct them because it's her friend.
This is how the generation of today is working.
That is what we don't want.
So there's an error to this generation. We need to look into these kind of stuff.
I also would like to tap in on that part. Mothers got to understand you're the mother. You're the leader. Your child look to you as their role model. And like the previous person said, as what Monica said just now, you have to, as a mother, draw the line. Don't go past there. And mothers sometimes would disrespect their kids by using these indecent languages. You're talking to them about something that they do, and you're going cussing up and carrying on and going on.
Yes,
how would you expect your child to respect you?
Respect is not there. Yeah.
So, I think, like I said earlier, motherhood didn't come with a handbook, but we have to create our own handbooks.
Yeah.
We have to prepare the rules that we expect our kids to follow. We have to let them understand, even if you might see me drinking this water from this bottle, that's not the way it's supposed to be done. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to throw it in a glass. And not because you say drinking it from the bottle, you must drink it from the bottle. It's like you're copying. And copying the wrong things is not really a good thing. If you're going to copy something that's good.
Do what I do.
Don't do what I do.
Yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because I would have taught you what you're supposed to do. And
yes,
we do laps.
That the older folks
we do laps.
In essence, to you to understand.
We do laps sometimes as parents, and we can say, oh, the children can say, oh, but mommy tell me we mustn't say this word, and here she's saying the word. Yes, we're human, we do falter, we do fall by the wayside. But then you as a child, if mommy say, man, look, there's not a way to speak. You must be respectful. You must say hello to your neighbors. You don't pass big people on the road, because the era I came from, we can't pass big people on the road. Because if you pass big people on the road and you say morning, by the time you meet them, lash they're waiting for you, because the parent coming and complain to you, parent.
That was real parenting.
You parent would, they want to hear what you got to say. They ready for bombase you. Sometimes you're wrong. And another thing I just say to people, as parents, we do be wrong. We don't always be right. And we must accept when we are wrong. Yes, I had a daughter. And if I am wrong, she used to tell me, she said, Mommy, not because you is the mother, you don't always right. And you learn from your kids. Yeah. You do learn from this. You could learn something from the smallest child. But the
kids are like sponges.
They soak in everything that passes their way.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing, right? That's the thing. You see, relationship between parent and kids supposed to be to a boundary, supposed to be to some sort of a degree.
Gotta draw the
Because
line.
you gotta understand that you are the governance of this household.
Yep.
And if you're not paying the right, you know, or putting the right leadership there, these kids, you know,
Just go astray.
they actually think that we all friends
And we all equal.
under one roof.
All we be,
right?
all
Like
big people.
like some mothers with getting the daughters in the same area that a big people conversation going on with their friends, and some mothers will literally talking down a next person with the daughter and these kind of stuff, and expected to get the best out of this child to be a positive role model.
So true.
Right?
That's so
And
true.
these is areas that you find kids now taking their own leap, you know. So these are the reasons why we here trying to see where we could direct a few people who could actually, you know, grasp something from this show to understand what a mother criteria is when it comes to dealing with our, you know, household and so forth. You understand? And then the next thing, they get some mothers who kind of disrespect the father in front of the kids.
Yeah.
And expected that the kids should pick up the leadership or trying to be a good wife when she move on from that home, knowing that she's seeing such, you know, and no respect for the spouse in the house, you know. So these is areas that we find lacking of when it comes to respect and a responsibility.
And not cutting. Another thing, as a mother, you shouldn't even let happen. They got mothers. You would find mothers and children in the same party.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
You would
right now.
find
That's a young
mothers. You know, they got some mothers. Some women make children early, and then the children grow, and then the children is look like, oh,
Young,
your
that's
daughter
young.
look this, your daughter, oh, she look like your sister. And wherever the daughter wearing, the mother want wear the same thing. The mother forgetting the fact that she is already an adult. I don't been there. So it's my child's turn now to dress like that. I mean, you got to have a certain way in which you're going to dress. You're going to dress, for me, when you're married or you get big and you're working for your money, you're living by yourself, you could dress how you want. But when you dress the fancy dressing and I ain't approve of it, don't come by me.
The old school way.
Don't come by me. And there is where I notice, I see parents, I see a lot of parents. So I dress like just like how the children dressing, got the same fancy hairstyle, the makeup face, and they're doing, it's like you're competing with your child.
Yes, yes.
And when you start to compete with your child, there is a fiction gonna take place in the house, because the child gonna say, mommy like she know for step down, like she know she place. Then you and your mommy going to the same party or a young people party, and the mommies them, we were the mothers, we supposed to go with the young people there. The young people is the young people. You can't stop and with this generation we're going now, then even got big people dance no more, because where the big people party going and the young people them there. And then some of the big people them, they say, well, if the young people could come to the party, I could go to the young people party and I could dress like the young people. And that is a very bad way to deal with stuff.
That's a good point. That's a
You
good
know?
point. We talking, well, right now, what we do, we talking about every errors that happening in this generation and seeking how we could actually send out a message to, you know, the audience to gravitate from who going through something like this. All right? So,
Another topic I would like to touch on is kids in the home. Now, I could remember when I was young, I had my duties that I had to perform. You find now that mothers, even fathers, once they're single, do everything for that child.
that's a good
Child
point.
lie down,
That's a good
sleeping, and the mother get up, she sweep, she wash, she cook, everything she does. And the child either on her phone.
So I want to dialogue with this on this with you at this as we on this topic, right? So, you know, as in such of a way with a mother that do so much for this for a child in, you know, in this modern day, what do you feel would be the outcome of that child?
She is going to get problems early o'clock. Find work for that child. Let that child get up and do housework, do house chores.
Yeah.
She can't allow her to do that. Because when she allows her to do that, what do you think she can be doing? She on your phone. She got a lot of time to do what she's not supposed to be doing. And at that time, you don't gonna know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna be hiding from her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give her, assign duties, assign house chores to her, let her get up, let her do something in the home. Or it's problems.
Yeah.
And with this modern technological age, in our time, we know about going and play in the yard.
Now, when your house chores finish,
when your chores finish, we know we got school time, you got play time, you got house chores time. There was a time for everything.
So, yeah.
But this generation now, it's all about the internet and the phone. That's why some parents don't, as like Monica said, some parents don't even know what the children doing because they're gone to bed and they're in there with the phone and they're linking with this body and linking with the body. And mommy, then she room, mommy, we're going on problems. So as a parent, I think as a mother, you need to be vigilant.
Yes.
Very vigilant. I know there was a time in my life when I had a friend tell me, you always walking behind your daughters them. I said, let me walk behind me daughters them so they ain't gonna bring nothing surprisingly and give me. You as a parent, you need to be vigilant. You need to know where your kid's going. If you were working, I had a rule. I always working. I had 2 daughters, I had 2 sons, and I would always say to them, if you gotta go somewhere, let me know before I left the house in the morning. If it happens that it is something impromptu that come up and I'm not there, leave a note so when I come home, I must know on the way there. I must know, well, yes, she left a note and she gone so place. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. If I want to put some lashes in you, I'm going to lashes you. If I want to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you, but don't tell lies. And lies is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. And young people just lie a lot to the parents. Yeah. Another thing parents need to pay attention to, don't encourage your daughter to say, I see that got this thing that's talk about sleepover. Every time we could have gone say, but we sleeping over to anybody else. And this sleepover thing, so much things happen at these sleepovers because that when the children come home, they don't even tell you what happened.
And this will bring the teenage pregnancy to
a rate.
Level.
Definitely.
Teenage pregnancy because of lack of guidance.
Parental guidance.
Yes.
Because, oh, Mary's my good friend. Mommy are going by Mary and spending night. We have a sleepover. Because Mary's your good friend. All right, you could go.
And you get she a free pass.
And you get she a free pass.
You
know who else. I used to tell my kids, I used to tell my daughters, I said, let me tell you something. Me my area go by nobody else. Any friends like your friends come by y'all. Because when you go by your friends, I don't want to say further. I want to say on this program what I used to say to them. But I said when you go by your friend got your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your stepbrother, all the males waiting there to have fun with you. But I used to say it in the raw way. Yeah. So encourage your daughters, even your sons, because this world get different. Encourage your kids to not to like to go at people's homes, especially if their parents are not at home. Don't take things for granted. As a parent, you really, really, really need to pay attention. I want to say attention, serious attention. Because what happening to the girls happening to the boys now.
To the boys as well.
So you really got to be careful.
And these are spines that I like when a mother could emphasize over because she understands what is there, to do when it comes to these errors. And let me be honest to you, based on my, views, for the time that I'm alive, the females right now going through some big errors. when to becomes good parents, when they leave the mother homes, right? To become good parents, to become a good staff, to become a wife. They literally lost. They don't know how to start, a life. Some of them, as we stated before, they be granted every single thing that
On a platter.
they was spoon feed straight to a place whereby everything was done for them, and when they reach into the real world, the disaster comes alive.
In the real world.
Right? And there's some mothers, we find some mothers lacking. They're not putting the kids to do the tasks that they're supposed to do, give them a schedule. My grandmother used to wake me up at 5:30 in the morning, sometimes 5 o'clock. And she used to always give me a task before she go to bed. She used to say, my grandson, in the morning, I want you to go by Auntie Joan, you're going to pick up this thing, and then you're going to come back by the shop, you're going to get something, and then you come fill your water. So there was a task, and then there was a time to each task. And then she said by 8 o'clock, you need to be out to the door with your school bag, heading to school.
You used to have to do your stuff that you gotta do before you go to school.
Yes.
And then you got the other set of stuff waiting for you when you come home. You can't eat and put your plate in the sink and left it and all them stupidness though.
These was morals that bring a child to become an adult.
A responsible adult.
Yeah.
There's another thing I want to touch on. Mothers need to teach, especially their girls, how to cook, how to clean, how to iron, how to do everything.
For the house.
Because when she transition out there with her own home,
there's our chores to do.
She got to teach her.
When she can't do it, the husband gonna bring somebody else in the house to do it.
Definitely.
Because that is exactly what happens.
That's straight talk.
Teach them how to do housework.
And another thing, parents need to teach their daughters personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Personal hygiene, I don't know, they got some young girls just walk around this road and when they pass near to you want to know as well. You teach your kids how to dress. Yes. Because it's like, how you dress is this way is attract.
Yeah.
If you dress like a whatever, this way, if you dress presentable, you're gonna attract presentable people.
Yeah.
But I sometimes want to believe that not all parents err. Some parents do try. Yeah. But the children sometimes don't listen. I know, but children left him for go to school, dress the way mommy want them dressed to go to school. And if mommy turn up board and turn up at the school unexpected, they dress differently. The hairstyle different. I had an experience that I would like to share. My big daughter used to go to secondary school. She had a lot of hair. And she used to get this fancy, got the hair comb and the hair, they out loose out and things. And one day the teacher sent to call me and tell me she don't like this hairstyle. She really talked to her. I said, all right, miss, you don't worry yourself. I'm going to deal with the situation. So when she come home the next morning, she getting up to go to school and she got this fancy hairstyle. I said, come sit down here.
And dig some bread and shit.
And I sit down there. I put a plait here, a plait to the two sides and to the back. And I tie on she ribbon at the back there so you could come home with it different. I said, even if you come home with it different, I don't know. Because I know how it's plait. So even if you lose it out when you meet out there, when you come home back, I the right here waiting for you. I never had a complaint anymore from the school. It's like parents has got to go to the school chair and the teachers and say, oh, miss, so please come to the school. The chair and them just get the paper for care for mommy, for give mommy. They don't get mommy. And I think another advice I would like to give parents that has children in school. Never be too busy to visit your child's school. Never be too busy. Don't only go when they have a PTA meeting. You visit the school every month and you're telling nobody when you're turning up at the school. You're just turning up. And then the teacher can send and call them and then, oh, shucks, but I didn't even know mommy did come in at the school. Yeah. That's where you want. So would have a rapport with all their teachers. The teachers will know where, look, oh, this is Mary Jane's son. So everybody know this child is Mary Jane child. So when Mary Jane child misbehave, teacher gonna send and call Mary
And
Jane
not
mother.
to cut you, right? But to put a pitch on the thought that you want right now. You know, when you as a parent show up at school quite often and be the stern parent that you know you're supposed to be, the teachers,
It helps to
pay
make
more
the teachers
attention.
More
work
attention
easier and they
because
pay
they
more
realize-
attention to your child.
they realize that
This parent is concerned and she cares.
so once you be the parent that you're supposed to be when it comes to doing all these positive stuff to that kind of an emphasis, the kids and the teachers understand what's the role as well. Because the kids know that bye mommy coming tomorrow or mommy might come the next
Sometimes
day.
they don't even know where mommy coming. Mommy's just torn up.
They know from there on you
They
come
got to
two
be on
time
their best behavior.
and you show up. They know from there on that hey, right? I can't do nothing out of the way now
Because
mommy
miss
just
no
just-
mommy.
and mommy
Miss
just
no mommy.
pop in, you know. So that's a good topic that you hit on there at this time, you know. And as I'm telling you concerning young ladies, the reasons why I'm kind of keeping it there because the mom do a lot when it comes to the male as well, but the daughters need
More attention.
more attention from the mothers,
More guidance.
more guidance because you can't send your daughter into the world
Not knowing anything.
not knowing anything, and then you expect it
you
for
want
she to bring back.
You want win goal. When you
Good.
don't even teach you how to play for win goal.
Yeah, you know, a lot of I know back in the you know in the 90s because I'm a 90s born. You know, coming up when we go into the shop or any young lady past 11, 12, you know, the grandma used to say, I sending you to the shop, but she get two soldier
Yes.
rolling
Yes.
with she to protect
Yeah.
that because she
Or look out.
understand.
But you know something? The young people that's so smart now. They know that mommy sending two soldiers. They're keeping it sweet with the two soldiers. So if they do anything, the two soldiers ain't gonna complain to mommy.
Sweetest get so off the time.
Yeah, but it's like once they get in wherever they get in, but then you can't slip up with the soldier, you know, because if you slip up with the soldier gonna go and tell the
That's why
story.
sweetest get so. He's always got a loophole, right?
But I mean,
It was
the
protected.
job
It was
of a mother is really, really, really huge. It's like you got to think for you and you have to think for your child. It's like, it's hard, but you got to do it because those kids didn't ask to be here. You brought them here, so you have a responsibility to ensure that they do things the right and proper way,
Yes,
so that they can
yes.
they can make not only themselves feel
Proud,
proud, but they
but
can
you
make
proud.
you as a parent
Yes,
also feel
yes.
proud.
Yes. Yes, you know, and these things that, as I was saying, come back again to, you know, the old school teaching. The
Old
old
school
school
could never
is
come back.
factual.
It can never come
Right?
back because
It's
young
factual.
people don't want to hear nothing.
Um,
Oh, that was in youth time.
Mm.
That's what they're saying. Oh, me sure them used to tell me, the mommy, that was in youth time. Yeah, I said, God, do it. I said, well, it's me time is y'all time. So how I say one y'all do it, y'all gonna do it how long y'all living in me
So-
house. When y'all going, you could do it like.
You see, this is it, right? This is at this time when it comes to we're trying to stay more on the females because we wanted to resonate in the
Yeah,
right
because
place,
it's the
right?
females, you know.
Now, when it comes to a mother being a good spouse to fiance or husband, you know, who you think, you know, would be a good, you know, a good emphasis on how they carry through the daily routine, you know, within the relationship with your spouse, not on the child. But remember, these kids keep looking in to see the kind of a relationship both parties
How mommy
have
and daddy
living and trying to take a pattern off for it. So if they
Definitely.
move forward, like they get some old school way, they are, you know, when the pot or the food finish, they say that the food have to take out first and cover down with you know, the
Whatever.
Pyrex and so forth, right? And then anybody else. so they understand what was the kind of morals, and the children grows to see that. And sometimes they get arguments, and they take it to the room, and from there on, when they come out back from the room, everybody neutral. You didn't know already plowed in the room
with mommy and daddy.
with mommy and daddy, and so forth.
Because the behavior wasn't for your ears.
Yeah. So we're looking at our mother now could pattern herself in, redirecting energy when it's supposed to play out in front of the kids, so the kids could actually see a good life coming through with the co-parenting.
That is why I hit on the word respect for the first time. Now, fiance, who man, woman living in the house.
Yeah, straight talk.
Respect for each other. If they don't have respect for each other, the child is going to grow up seeing the rowing, the whatever, the bickering, the this, the that. Howsoever that woman treats her man, that is how that child is going to treat that man in the house.
Yeah.
And then when she goes out there, she's going to treat that man the same way she saw her mother treat that man.
Yeah.
That is why I hit on the word respect.
Yeah.
Because they got some women very disrespectful. I'm a woman. They got some women very disrespectful. Yes, it mightn't be all of that as you expect.
Yeah.
But come on. He's there. He is there physically. He's there helping. I mean, he mightn't be doing much. But why would you call him all kinds of names in front of the child, the girl child? You call him all kinds of names, you cuss him out, you do.
But the man was her choice before the disrespect started.
So why now disrespect him in front of the child?
Yeah, well, that's a good.
So
Because probably she might be earning more than he is.
That should not have anything to do with it.
The respect.
Respect. Whether he earning 0 and she earning 12, or he earning 12 and she earning 0.
But let's say something he might have done to cause the disrespect.
What I'm saying,
I understand you.
if he has done something, if they can't sit down as a couple and deal with the situation, well, it'll make no sense.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't make no sense. They're wasting each other's time. Yes, it might be, the two of them just pick up and the two of them left. Yeah. I prefer it that way.
Like old school for you.
I prefer it that way.
Straight, so you understand that it's no foul play.
Right.
This is not a game. This is a serious, life structure that you have to take serious. You're not living with a person 15 years, 20 years, and the person that's subduing to wherever.
But
and
You just sit down there.
there is a thing that I would say. I have a lot of younger friends, right? And I would say to them, when you get your boyfriend, or they say, I got my boyfriend. All right, you reach age. How old are you? I think you're ready yet for a boyfriend. I think you need to focus more on school and whatever. Let me say a big girl now, she live no with your man and whatever. And I have a thing I would always say. If you have kids in a house, and if you and your man, you're fighting, you're rowing, you're cussing, nobody is saying, this is not right. The kids will eventually grow. The girls will believe that it is right that the man must beat them.
Yeah.
The boys will believe that it's right that they should beat the woman. Because they grow in that with nobody saying to them,
This is wrong.
this is wrong.
Yes.
So if you find yourself as a woman in a situation with a relationship like that and you have kids, if you can't fix it, run from it.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well, see, we next day we're gonna put more emphasis on relationship because they're gonna be a topic.
Talking about the mothers.
So we're trying to stay in the area with the mothers who, to be a good role model in the house. How to treat your spouse or your husband, how to carry through certain daily routine, so the kids could gravitate and understand what life means on a more mature level. So when they reach there, they will understand what to do, right? because they got a lot of right now they have a lot of young lady that fighting relationship and thinking that they're doing the right thing, and saying this is how I know it.
But sometimes it has a lot to do with how they were brought up.
Yeah, that's
Because,
true.
I mean, some of them you listen, while some listen. And you come out here, some mothers has children that they were ill prepared for. They weren't even ready to have babies.
Yeah.
But they decided that they want to go and engage in sexual activities unprotected. Baby come. When the baby do come now, you're not
In the position
prepared.
mentally to
You're
deal
not
with it.
ready. You're not mentally prepared to deal with the baby. So it's like some of them just be angry with the babies. Some of them just
And with
treat
the
the
child
babies
father.
anyhow, and then if the child father move away and left them, and the child has to feel the burnt of everything that is bothering you as the mother. That is why I said being a mother is a very hard job. And if you can't do it on your own, you need to seek advice. You need to talk to somebody, man. Look, I know how to do this thing. What you think? And a young person like yourself can't tell you how you could deal with it. You got to find somebody that is older, an older mother, older grandmother, older aunt, even an older friend. Girl, I going through so same. And I like me know how to bring up this child. And like, I gonna give you my little experience. Means that you gotta do what I tell you to do. But at least you could pick one or two things out of what I may have said to you and apply it to your life and see how it's gonna work.
See how it's gonna work. So this is what I wanna tap on at this time when it comes to mothers being the essence of of a home. Right? So this is one of the things that I find that a mother don't. Some mothers wouldn't know of this stuff, and this is a very important point. And I really want you all to emphasize on this one too, because I want it to resonate in the right way. So the mother don't understand. Some mothers don't understand how impactful it is for a mother to, put a grass through to a child, like give her or him a task or a direction. Because remember now, mothers be there most of the times. They don't know because children now is mostly gravitate to the mother more than the father because of the time that they spend more together, right? And sometimes a mother would say, "You don't gotta do that," and it resonate in the child, like, but mommy said, this is what you're gonna do. They don't understand that these kids now looking forward to get one of the most positive word from the mother. And every time you come into a play, you bring a negative vibes to the child, or you're saying that we family is not like though we average people, or we would never become this, or always bringing down negative.
Person.
And let me be honest with you, I see this thing play out a lot of times with kids that the mother tell them, by me feel you could do that. You could become a police officer. You ain't gonna lie skills. And that child will really want to challenge herself to become a liar. The avid resonate in them. But just because the mother now
put the
negative forward, the child becomes, a shell
of themselves.
of themselves.
I would say this. The mother was and is not prepared for that child. They got a thing named generational curse.
Yeah.
She's doing what her mother did to her.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? What her mother did to her, she's doing to that child.
Definitely.
And it can keep passing down
Until
and down and down
break that
until
curse.
somebody breaks it.
Somebody break the course.
But most mothers, especially the young ones, they're not prepared. Because the amount of things that they got to do and teach especially that girl child, they're not prepared to do it. It's too time consuming for them, which it shouldn't be, because you're the mother. I'm looking to you
For direction.
to give me that direction and everything else that I need. But she's not prepared. So, what you can do?
Yeah.
She's not prepared.
So
I lost my train of thought.
so to say, when it comes to the male figures now, like the boys in the home, you know, boys, let me be honest here, we all know boys in the home, they more resonate to their mom, no matter what, you know,
Not all.
right? Listen, I'm a boy. I'm a man now. I was a boy.
That is why you're talking
But
about boys.
yeah, but I could tell you this, say, we more, from my personal experience, we more locked in with mommy. Whatever pain mommy felt and mommy showed to the boys, they try to see or try not to bring a more negative to
Just
it.
take a pin. You never hear the saying, the girls for the daddy
To the dad.
and the boys for the mommy.
That's what I'm saying. So they have the boys now who actually listen more to their mom. They're more inclined with what their mom say, and they take direction mostly from the mother, and it resonates more. Because let me be honest here, I see it plays out a lot of times that mothers, you say, you know, tell their sons, yo, you see the girl? Me like the girl for you. And that becomes something resonate in that child. Without an experience. You understand what I'm saying? The child say, oh, I gonna listen to mommy.
But I think as a mother, we are here to, as mothers, we are here to guide. We are here to protect. We are here to give advice. We are here to love our kids. We're not here to tell them how or who they must choose. But from the training that we would have given them from home, we expect them to go along with the training that we give to them. But then you know they just move away.
Yeah.
But when they move away, they just come back.
Yeah.
Sometimes realization would dawn on them and they're going to say, but you know, this is not what my mother teach me.
Because it resonates
Because it's
after a conflict. After conflict,
Most times.
you know, mommy say, and it becomes factual.
Most times.
You know? And these is things that, you know, we looking forward to when it comes to parents to understand that, you know, despite you're the parents, you need to give the child a clear space so they could, you know, fall along a little bit and understand what parents feel like so they could, you know, redirect the step into the right place and, you know, change the narratives about certain things.
And another thing, as a mother, boys has the tendency of believing housework is not for we. But as a mother, you are supposed to teach your child to cook, wash, clean, scrub, and do everything. And you must also instill in your child, you need to do these things. So that when you go out there, nobody mustn't give you a thing for it where you know about.
Yeah.
And if you have a wife, you must be able to help your wife. You don't leave all the responsibility on her because she's the woman of the home. You as the father or the man of the home, you are share. You know, share the chores, share the training, share everything. Don't leave everything on the mother. So mothers out there, teach your boys to be independent in the kitchen, everywhere. Teach them, let them understand. Then go buy chores and girl chores. Chores is chores, so they will become good husbands. And you also teach, you have to show them love so that they can show their wives love.
Yeah. And you see, this is it, right? This is the thing. At this specific time and this era, because remember now we're trying to make everything be in a more modernized, you know, way. We understand what old school used to do it, but we understand now what the new school doing and with the airing, you know, because there are a lot of errors.
And
because
they're big time.
look at it now, they have a lot of young, you know, couples going and get married.
And then get
You know, it's like they come from two different background where they even get no positive teaching, and when they reach into the house, it's like, as soon as I see you, you're the best thing ever happened to me. And then, you know, couple morning after, boom,
and
you know, this girl, she this, she that. You know what I mean?
you know what I think? That sometimes or most times cause that. Boyfriend and girlfriend leading up to marriage, they didn't get to know each other. They didn't get to understand each other. They didn't get to learn each other. They didn't get to figure out and understand or ask the questions like, what you like and what you don't like. What you expect of me. What is it you want in this relationship? They don't ask those questions. They let their emotions take control of the thinking process. So it's like emotions happen, brain lockdown, and everything else happen. And then the next thing you know, baby come, and parents gonna say, well, oh, you impregnate with that, you're gonna marry she. And then everything gone haywire. So you need to have to learn your person. My father used to say a thing to me as a child. He said, anywhere you go and you're dealing with people, you take time out to study the people that you're working with, playing with, running around with. You study people. You're gonna watch them in the face, so, but you pay attention to the body language, the facial expression. You go so far that you're watching the eye to see the eye movements.
Because everything sends a signal.
Everything sends a signal. And if you're not that observant to pick up those things, you got problems. You're gonna run into the wrong arms.
So, all right. So this gonna be interesting. This specific topic what I'm gonna put out here now for you to emphasize over gonna be interesting. Now, do you think a mother could cheat or kids them love and or husband love? Do you think that mother could cheat them?
Cheat? No, you said cheat with me.
Means like not giving them
Pretend?
yeah. Pretend
that you love them?
No.
Or
You're trying to check to see if the mother is giving
one child more affection and
it goes on the old board, whereby, you know, we understand the differences of a child might be in a certain way, so you try to work with that child in that way and so forth. But we're looking like you know, a mother who is going through something or she's not happy, and you know, for her to, you know, act in a mother role, you know, is hard, because remember now she's just not there mentally because of certain situations, and it becomes you know, it becomes kind of a frivolous for she to operate out of love because of the situation that playing on our table.
There's a no-no. That's a no-no. Regardless of what problem the mother is going through at that period of time, should not affect how she loves that child or when she loves that child. No way. That's a no-no. That's going to have a very high impact on that child, because that child eventually is going to notice. Mommy, I'm doing this today. I want this will happen.
Well, you
And
see,
eventually it's going to affect her.
This is what I was trying to say, but cheating. Because remember now, as much as you deal with inside your human, you can't take away human from living the reality. So whatever affect you, sometimes, you know, you don't play your life.
It affects you sometimes to a point where you don't know how to deal with it and you lash out in a negative way.
A good mother
But won't do that.
is not supposed to do that.
Not supposed to do that.
Don't take out your problems on the child. The child has nothing to do with it.
And
And that is exactly what's happening right now.
That's why I raised this topic.
Don't take out your anger or your frustrations on that child. That child has nothing
That child is so innocent.
to do with it.
That child
As
is so innocent.
I got a saying, I leave for work. I got problems home. Right?
I left it there.
I leave for work and I drive. It was approximately 1.5 to 1.75 I drive to work. Park in the garage. I said, I'm gonna bust my head how to get this problem out. I ain't get no solution.
Before you reach upstairs.
But by the time you see I entered that door,
Yeah, block it out.
I left it at the back
Gotta
there.
stay right there.
Because why go in and do that? I got full concentration there.
Yeah.
And it's just like this.
Yeah.
That mother cannot allow that whatsoever is bothering her to affect that child.
Or her
No.
job as a mother.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I like.
So
I
no,
like,
no.
I like there's the reasons why I like respond to older folks because
You like
they
old
give.
folks.
No, I mean real. This is a learning process for me as well.
Yeah.
They give you the advice that you need.
It's up to you if you want to take it.
Yeah, what you need because they give you it factual, and this is what straight talk is all about. There's the reasons why.
You're supposed to be able to mask
Yeah.
as a mother
How you
or
feel.
father. Mask
How you feel.
everything that is going wrong with you. Yes, it's going to be hard, but that is what you're supposed to do for that child. Even if it's just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do for that child. That's why a lot of children, you see them all by themselves. And then when they're all by themselves, they're finding things to do.
Negative things.
Idle hands.
This is one of the topic that we want to tap on next week, right? Kids who are of adult stage or exceeding to adult stage, we're the last. We
Yeah,
try like
because
in a domestic stage.
Mommy don't have time.
So
Mommy's
we could,
taken up with other things.
yeah, we wanted to send a
Or
message
mommy
out there.
Mommy then she own world and she
Yeah.
never realizing what's going on with we and mommy ain't no time. You guys hear her trying to say, me mother ain't no time with me, me mother just busy with you outside for me. Cause they got mothers now. They say, I gotta work. And when I gotta go to work is I gotta bring home the bread and
Well, last week we talked about fathers, right? In the the olden days when I was fathers, all right? Father was the person who used to cover all responsibility, and through the years passed by, they got some fathers who use their egos and their selfish, feelings and desire to stray away the energy from the home and not bringing in the love that the home needs when it comes to, providence and so forth. So it becomes that mothers now will have to take up that role, and and we can't vex with that because I'm a man as well. I can't vex that because you see these things blatant every day. Like a man just make 2 chairs, next thing he run over so, and he run over so. But we understand there's personal insights problem, but I think that fathers could get back to that place as well. Like, you could, because, the world gets so advanced now that you could make enough funds to sustain your house. You just have to, because remember, last week's topic was fathers who, lacking the space that they need to fill when it comes to the home and the kids. All right? There's the reasons why, the mothers them now end up into this chaos that they can't, put the level of love to these kids because of where the energy was taken away from them. Because if a mother gotta go and provide for a child and the child left home, she not there. No parental guidance is not there.
yeah, but even if mom is not there, right? A mother is supposed to show love. That's a must. You're supposed to show your child love. So it's like you gonna have to talk with your kids. Look, mommy gotta go to work, right? And mommy gonna left y'all alone home, and y'all know where y'all got to do this and y'all got to. But that doesn't mean mommy going to work. That doesn't mean that mommy don't love y'all. You got to give your child that assurance that you love them by telling them every day or every 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day that you love them, so they will understand and believe that mommy loves us. But mommy got to do what she got to do because it's only she alone got to do it. But that doesn't, I gotta understand, it's not that mommy don't love y'all, but if mommy don't get up and go there and get, we all will hungry and die. But mommy loves you. Parents need to tell their kids that they love them. They need to.
Yeah. And that's because of the
Richard, I got some parents in love the cherry here. All right, because I know a person.
Just now, if a mom could cheat the child of
I got
and
some
the
parents don't
husband.
love the children. I got some
Because
parents don't
these
love the
is
children.
things that happening. You know, they get women in house that don't want to be there.
They're just there because they don't have
And
another choice.
they would literally do everything for the house. But in their self, they even cheating themselves.
Yeah,
Because they're not happy
no.
because of personal issues.
But because they can't
You
do
know?
better than they
But it's there. You know? I mean, I'm being realistic,
Yes,
right?
you are.
These are situations that some mothers, and right now, let me be honest here. Right? I'm being frank. I'm being straight up. They get 3/4 of the times you look at the house and you see the outside paint, you feel everything is nice.
Go inside, but this what this
You
there's
know what
the
I mean?
old saying, you can't know where the house is leaking
And then
unless you go inside.
You may get some mothers or some women would walk with a pretty smile on their face every day.
And they're boiling inside.
And when you know, and then they're looking at saying that, I want to know, is how she could do that? Me, I never seen it in the girl, or I never seen she. So she actually fetch all these burdens and never get a resolution till she reached a point that
she snap.
Because remember now, there's so much a human being could take.
Mother's supposed to take a lot.
Supposed to, but at the end of the day, you're human as well. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah.
I
So
understand all you're saying. I
what we
understand.
putting out there for the, you know,
The younger generation.
the younger generation to understand, it takes a lot to, you know, to a mother to resonate in the house.
It takes your all.
Right? And, you know, how to treat your kids and be good parents
To your kids.
to your kids when it comes to pay more emphasis on the school time, the time with them on the phone, you know, pay more emphasis on them being task. You put task in front of them so they understand that the world is not a nice place. And when you leave here, the boss that you're going to meet mightn't be the person you're reaching today.
Gotta prepare them for
So
the
you have to
outer
prepare
world.
them and put on the armor to know that when you reach your husband home, this mightn't be
what you expect.
what you expected.
But you just need to adjust.
And sons, when you reach with your wife, this mightn't be what you're seeing here. You need to be.
It's not a fairy story.
Yeah, it's not a fairy story. You know, because let me be honest, they got some kids. Even me, I can share my part of my story now. Even me when I was 13, 14, 13, between that time span, my aunt used to tell me, it don't matter with you. I used to like walk. Man gonna take a girl. You know? And I used to say, when they reach a certain age, I say, me, when they make 25, we go rich. I get big house and I get nice car and all everything. Yeah, at least can't talk to me. You know, at that time you feel, you know, it all right. And when I come out to the world of work, and I go do my first job,
everything breeze.
And I realized, so wait.
It's so hard.
I working for $2,000 a day. That's in my time when I start working, right? And in that period of time, I said, how much a house? The work was so hard. My first job was at a lemonade factory, right? That's in Borbees. And when I realized the salary that I get per a week used to be $12,000 because it was $2,000 a day, right? And I said, man, how much
you gotta work for buy this house? How much money you gotta save for buy this house?
You know? And when I realized that, right? House is $3 million. I started doing mathematics to check up.
To realize how much you
gotta work. I got working so long.
I work for the rest of your life.
I got working so long for building a house. What was this hard? What were you doing it?
No, you understand. She was
so my grandmother, she did a good job. And I just want to show you now that they have some kids that they didn't get that kind of a teaching or they didn't understand. So now they're still thinking that, hey, when I start work, this is a fear. This is a walk in the park. They may know that it takes them a big dedication to reach that milestone, and humbleness and understanding your chores and being more, you know, because some children go to work and they're even ready to work. They reach there and, you know, so there's one of the things to know that these kids you know, right? These kids last at this time in that area. So, you know, it was a wonderful conversation. I like this. And, you know, next week, the topic would be, you know, on the teenagers who moving on to adult stage. We'll be trying to give them a resonate with some good topics. So how to be self-motivated, how to be career-driven, you know, how to take up your own stance as, you know, exceeding adult. Because you get some kids that they think that they should be lead all the time. So we want to show you that you could take your own stance to become something better and set your own goals and be a leader, right? So that's going to be a topic for next week, motivating the teenagers to become a better version of yourself, you know, and you know, you're here again once more with Gevon, you know, in the shop straight talk. Look out for next week again at 5 o'clock. We're going to have some more important people from the community come in, sit down and have a wonderful conversation. I want to say goodbye to the audience and see you next week.